I guess I felt pretty comfortable swimming and riding, and I think the run, the first part was, I felt comfortable, but I just couldn't keep going with them in the last bit. But I haven't really worked on any speed yet, so hopefully that'll be the next block that we do in training. So yeah, hopefully come San Diego I've got a little bit more speed and I'll be able to go with them. Yeah, I think with the heat today, it was a matter of just hanging in and racing smart, not trying to not go out too hard and fade too much at the end. But yeah, Mooloolaba's always hard, and yeah, you always kind of curse that hill, having to go up and down it so many times. Yeah, you kind of feel pretty happy on that last lap when you get to just run downhill to the finish line. But yeah, happy with today.
All right.
Yeah, I was actually really good. I was thinking that I'd have to take a little snack pack up to my room because I didn't think I was going to be able to move the next day, but I could go down and get my brekkie, so that was alright. But yeah, no sore muscles or anything like that. I think it just because it's a little bit slower, I think yeah, the intensity usually hurts a little bit more.
Was it a good experience though to try it?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought I was going to hate the bike, but I ended up enjoying that the most. Probably the last 5k, like today. Yeah, I pretty much hated that, but yeah, other than that, it was yeah, it was a good experience. And
something you'd like to tinker around with later on?
Yeah, definitely. My next probably goal is Commonwealth Games. I've never been to one of those before, so that'll be next on the list. And then yeah, I think from there I might try a little bit more non-drafting and a bit of the longer stuff.
Not really, to be honest. I mean, the run just, I think it was just, that's where this course is won, on the back end of the 10k, and kind of that hill is just, there's no giving it. It gets, I'm sure it gets steeper every lap. And that's how they were just, everyone was just dropping off one by one, and kind of, I put a surge in with a lap and a half to go. There was Emma there and there was Annie there, and coach says, "Kay, give it a go," and I did, and it got down to me and Annie, and Annie was too strong for me today, but fair play to her.
Yeah, I mean, it was last year. It was an amazing season. I didn't expect that I'd end up in a FIS World Champion title, so I was quite surprised about myself. Everything went out so perfectly, and I mean, I had a great support team with a new coach around Darren Smith and the really strong trainings group. I improved a lot. I mean, I trained with the best in the world, like Lisa Norden and Sarah Groff and all these girls, and that made me really strong. And I see every day where the best are and what I have to do to get world class, and yeah, it helped me a lot. And then I could improve every race. It went better and better, and I won the final, and yeah, it was amazing, and I didn't expect that, but I was more than pleased. Have so much outcome goals. I want to improve my swim. That's the most important part, because if you're not in the first pack, the race is, I mean, you're never in charge of the race. You always depend on luck. So this season it's, yeah, kind of try my best to catch up in the swim and not be too focused on the outcome or whatever. Just make my swim more solid, and yeah, that's the main focus for this year. And then of course my big goal is Rio 2016, that I want to perform my very best, and that's what my whole training is about. So yeah.
And don't leave the selection to the Olympic team to the last minute.
No,
actually be in it nice and early, yeah?
Yeah, of course, it's my goal to qualify in 2015 and not in 2016, because it's really, really tough. I struggle a little bit because, yeah, for me, my Olympics were Madrid, because I have to prepare so well for this race to make the selection. So it's hard for the head to have two really, really tough races. So yeah, of course I want to qualify in 2015 if it's possible, but the German team is strong. You always have to give your very best, and you never know what happens. I mean, it's the whole package. I mean, you live triathlon 24 hours a day. You have a great support team. You're like in a big trainings bubble. The coach is 24 hours just here for us. He knows every step you do. You train with the world's best, and that makes a big difference. And everyone is willing to train with each other. We have a great benefit from each other, so everyone is really hard. Yeah, I mean.
And is that the sort of belief you get when you turn for the last 2.5 kilometres at Mooloolaba? You know that training has put you in the best possible position?
I mean, if you train in such a strong group, you know what to expect in the races. I mean, you train with the world's best, and if you can keep up in the training, that you don't get surprised in the races. So I knew that Jodie is in the form of his life, so I knew she would be very far in front. So if I can keep up with her, I have a really good race. And yeah, I had this time a gear more left than her. Maybe the next race she's a little bit better. So I mean, yeah, we push each other and we are happy for each other. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're running with your training partner, you really know everything about them, don't you? So what was going through your mind as you're going over the hills today, the last one?
I thought, okay, uphill, I'm strong uphill, so I tried it on the last hill, and yeah, I had 1 gear more than her, yeah.